Hello and welcome to the Face the Nation podcast. It's Wednesday, January 5th, 2016. Ted Cruz can't say he didn't see it coming. Donald Trump is picking up his questioning about Ted Cruz's birthplace. In several interviews, Trump has raised the issue. He does it in what has come to be known as a kind of Trumpian way. It's not a direct assault. He sort of sidles up to it. We know what a direct assault looks like when Trump makes fun of Rand Paul's hair or Jeb Bush's place in the polls. You can see it coming from a mile away, and it hits you right between the eyes. But when Trump attacks Cruz, either on his birthplace or on his religion, it's a little bit sideways. Here's how he talked about the birthplace. Trump said, Republicans are going to have to ask themselves the question, do we want a candidate who can be tied up in courts for 2 years? That's a big problem. He told this to the Washington Post. It'd be a very precarious one for Republicans because he'd be running and the courts may take a long time to make a decision. You don't want to be running and have that kind of thing over your head. Trump is, of course, raising an issue here that nobody's really concerned about, but he says that many people have raised it with him. Really? Really, they have? I'm doubtful because about 6 weeks ago, in a conversation with Donald Trump, I asked him, because I'd read something he mentioned back in August about Cruz's birth, and I said, "Are you gonna bring that up?" And Trump said, "Well, I'll only bring it up if he's a final two." Congratulations, Senator Cruz, you are a final two, which means this is a sign, preordained or predicted by Trump, that Cruz is getting closer to him, and now these questions about his birthplace. He's not attacking him, mind you. They're just questions being raised, and there is the issue of being tied up in the courts. This is, on the substance of this, Cruz is eligible. That's what most who've looked at this, who are serious about it, have said. But the larger purpose is that Trump is trying to define Cruz as the other. He's not like us. He's not from here. That's what Republican strategists watching this, anyway, that's their conclusion to what Donald Trump is suddenly up to. And it's not just raising the question about where he comes from. Trump has also mused out loud about the fact that evangelicals don't come from Cuba. Trump says he's not questioning Cruz's faith. I asked him about it on Face the Nation, and he agreed that Cruz could be that much more devout than Trump. But he's just saying the fact out loud that there aren't many evangelicals from Cuba. Again, say those who support Cruz, Trump is raising this not really to get into the religion question, but just to remind people that Cruz isn't, his family anyway, isn't from here. Cruz, of course, is from Canada, which Trump is also constantly pointing out. This is the same critique Democrats have leveled at Trump over the years for raising questions about Obama's birthplace. It's one of the few things Cruz and the president have in common. For Face the Nation, I'm John Dickerson.